Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the very best comps, tips, and whatever else you need to get the new 8-bit skin, which is coming out in game in 1 day and 16 hours time. So it's a really nice skin. Hopefully you guys can complete this with the tips and whatever else I give you guys today. So before we get into today's video, make sure you're using a create code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And just quickly as well, it is only 10 wins. It does say on the challenge 15 wins, but that is a bug. It's definitely confirmed as 10 wins only. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, so heading into the first set, this is going to be Rattlesnake Ravine. I literally never played this on ladder, a new map, and it's a bit wild, to be honest. So I know for sure that two brawlers that you probably want to be running in your composition on this map for sure. It has to be Edgar and Brock. So Edgar's just really good in heist right now, really good against the squishy brawlers, and because there's just so many walls, I feel like Edgar's just going to get so much value, and it'll be really easy to take down people with the Edgar. So Edgar's going to be probably the #1 pick on this map. And next up we have a Brock. So Brock is absolutely insane in this meta, and especially in heist. So he's going to be really good. You can probably use either gadget, to be honest. But in terms of star power, it's definitely going to be running the incendiary star power, just because it's heist, you get that additional damage. So those are going to be like the two golden picks for me, and then you can kind of switch out the other brawler. So I've gone for a Spike, because not only is Spike a really good counter to Edgar, but just really good at defending overall. And if you can get on the safe, you can deal so much damage as well, and just a really versatile brawler to have in your competition. You can have other picks as well. Don't really recommend too many other picks. Maybe you can go for like an Ems, like a Stu, that are going to be good counters to the Edgar. You could even go like a triple aggro comp, to be honest, maybe with like an Edgar with like a Daryl and a Bull. That could be pretty decent, but overall you're going to be making sure you've got kind of like a good balance. So that's why I really like the Spike. You can easily switch from defense to offense. You've also got the likes of Rico, who can be really strong. That's good. He's really good at defense and offense, but obviously with a lot of like Edgar in heist right now, don't really recommend it too much. So those are going to be like the best brawlers to use. Don't really need to sweat too much about this one. That's why I've not really gone into too much detail about the comps to use, because it's only the first set, so it should be fairly simple. So that's going to be set #1. Let's hop into set #2. Okay, guys, so next up we have Electric Zone Bounty. So the generic bounty comp probably is just going to be really good on this map. Really long range, so I feel like the Pipers, the Brocks, the Bells, the Byrons, Nanny, those type of brawlers are just going to be really good on this map, especially like Piper and Brock. I feel like you can't interchange those two brawlers specifically, mainly because of like the gadgets, right? You've got Piper with her gadget, you can easily tap anyone and then just gadget, and you're going to be able to get a kill. You got Brock's gadget being able to break open the map, and just his shots in general just so easy to hit nowadays, and one of the best brawlers in the game right now. So you've got to be using Brock wherever you can. So those are going to be two brawlers I feel like you can't really interchange out your composition. So in terms of the third brawler, it really just depends how you really feel, and Belle can just be strong against most things. Obviously not completely the strongest brawler right now because of her damage nerf. You got Byron, that could just be really good down the lane, especially if you just give a few taps to like your mid brawler, and then especially if you can get like one tap on someone and splash them, you're going to be killing most brawlers on this map. So in general, I think those are the best brawlers to use. There's other brawlers that you can use as well. The likes of like Tick and Sprout can be pretty decent. Not in the same composition, but maybe one or the other. If you're feeling a little bit fancy, you can opt for that one. Leon, absolutely going to be really strong on this map as well. Kind of forgot about Leon. The Brock gadgets might counter his gadget a little bit too much, but just in general, like Leon and Bounty is just really strong, especially against the brawlers like Brock and Piper. Is a really good counter to those type of brawlers once he has his super and once he's able to cycle really well. So don't think it's really too much more in terms of compositions. Just a kind of standard bounty map, really. Not played it too much myself, but just the way it's designed, the way it's really opened, and how easy it can be opened up as well. Those long range brawlers are really going to thrive. So that's going to be bounty right there. Let's hop into the next game mode. All right, guys, so next up we have Knockout. So I think it's called Flare and Phoenix. This map, a bit of a wild map. Obviously don't really play too much Knockout myself, but in terms of like what's really good in this meta, especially if you're using one of the two broken skins, the Horus bow or the Underworld bow. If you missed out on that video, then literally just check out yesterday's video, and you should know as to, well, we should know why that skin is so broken. But anyways, that bow nanny strat always so strong inside of Knockout. Definitely do recommend that if you've got that skin especially. So next up in terms of the other brawler, I think Leon probably is the best brawler on this map, mainly because of his totem. It's going to be really good, especially with like the grass. You're going to be able to get in and out of the totem, sneak into the grass. It's just going to be really good to win you loads of games. So Leon's going to be a really good brawler to choose. But there's also some other brawlers that I think could work really well. Obviously, again, this Knockout is kind of just how you play and whether you can get the kills or not. But like Brock and Piper are going to be really strong on this game mode, mainly because of their gadgets. Like gadgets and supers are going to be super important inside of Knockout. Like you've got Piper and her gadget, Brock and his gadget, being able to break open the map and just confirm kills really easy. They're going to be super strong. Tick can also be a decent option as well, obviously because he can tank like nanny heads as well with his gadget, and just overall just being able to push up and force the enemies back in an uncomfortable position. Definitely going to be a decent brawler here. So again, not really too much more I would actually recommend. I just think those brawlers are just going to be super strong on this map. Not really too much interchangeable really. So that is going to be a knockout. Don't really want to go into too much detail because again, it's just going to be how you really play and whether you can clutch up and get those kills. So that's going to be knockout right there. Let's hop into the next game mode. All right, guys. So next up at set number 4, we have Night at the Museum Hot Zone. So quite an interesting map. I feel like this actually be decent. If you take away the teleporters, it would definitely be a decent map. So it kind of reminds me like dueling beetles. That's why I've gone for this number 1 comp. So in competitive right now, like this composition, Poco with Screeching Solo, Stu with Gaza Heal, it's such a strong combination. You guys should definitely try it out. Leon just going to be really insane on Hot Zone as well. So this combo, one of the best inside of the games, going to be super strong. So in terms of other brawlers, if you haven't got the likes of Leon or just want to try and counter these Poco comps, you've got the likes of B. You're probably going to see a lot of like Byron Ash, I imagine, in Hot Zone. B is going to be the best counter for that by far. So if you're scared of facing off against the Byron and Ash players, you definitely want to be using that B brawler. So if you want to go for more like a counter pick against what's meta, you got the likes of B, Bell, you got the likes of Brock. Stu's just really good substituting there. Leon, the likes of Spike going to be pretty decent as well. And then if you want to go the aggro comp fully, like this is kind of like a hybrid comp. You got like the Poco, the Screeching Solo can deal with the squishy brawlers. You got like Stu, who's can really good against like everything really, and Leon just going to be really good at taking down those healers. If you want to go more so for like the tanky comps as well, you can go for like the Byron, Ash, Buzz, Mortis. Those type of brawlers going to be really strong. Byron Ash, I'll just recommend basically everywhere right now. It's just such a strong composition. Going to be super strong. So yeah, you can use these type of brawlers and you're going to be able to pop off really. Not really too much more to say. I think the main thing about Hot Zone for me is whenever I'm kind of like looking at why we've really lost in Hot Zone and just trying to get better at it, it's mainly when like multiple people go down. You can really get spawn trapped in Hot Zone. So just try and make sure that like obviously your teammates, well, you and your teammates don't get taken down at the same time, as it can just be like a domino effect. So that's going to be Hot Zone right there. Let's jump into the final. All right, guys, so going into the final map, it's going to be Pierced Gem Grab. So again, another wild map. This challenge has got a bunch of wild maps inside of it. Definitely like a completely weird map in terms of like how it's actually created. Like the mid is just really cornered off. There's so many walls around it. I feel like the gem carrier is really vulnerable inside of this map. So for me, the favorite comp that I've gone for is like a hybrid again. You've got Byron Ash. You can pretty much just play Byron Ash everywhere right now, especially on this map. It's got so many walls. I feel like Ash is just going to be completely broken. So that combination could be really good. Sandy's just a good combination with Byron and just overall to get a lot of pressure. Like that Sandy super is going to cover so much of the middle, and Sandy's got really good wall peeking ability, so going to be especially good on this map. So that's going to be my favorite comp in my opinion. But I feel like you can go some spicy combinations. I feel like a wall break can go a really long way on this map. So like a Griff or even well, like a Brock as well. Brock might get a little bit overwhelmed on this map. That's the only problem for me. So Griff could be that good in between brawler. But I feel like if you break open those two middle walls, the mid is just so open. So it can allow you like mid brawlers. I don't know. Say if you want to counter those tanky brawlers, you can go for like a B Brock combination that could be really strong, or like a Spike with that as well. I just know that it's just going to be Byron Ash just heaven on this map. So got to be prepared for that one. Bring out the counters or bring it out yourself and you're going to be having a good time. So other options as well. Bo with the Horus Bow skin, going to be really strong. Obviously, like not everyone has that skin, and you literally have to have that skin for Bow to work really. It's kind of crazy to even like consider that. Horus Bow and Underworld Bow are going to be good on every single map on this one, but try not to include it too much just because I know that is a little bit pay to win, because obviously you have to just buy the skin for it to be good. But yeah, that is going to be really strong because Bow's arrows are just going to cover so much of area denial with that skin. Going to be absolutely insane. So not really too much more to recommend. Maybe like Leon can be decent on gem grab really. I've got like the M's and Stu can be pretty decent overall, especially with like Stu with wall break can be a good in between brawler as well. Now I mentioned Griff and Brock. Probably Stu is probably the better option with that gadget. Obviously like two gadgets can break open the entire wall, and Stu's just going to be decent against everything else. So not really gone through too many options again inside of this one. I just feel Byron Ash is just way too strong right now inside of a meta. So that is going to be all the best comps to use in this challenge. Alright guys, it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I wish you the best of luck in trying to get this skin. 10 wins shouldn't be too hard, I hope, but again, I will be carrying as many as you guys hopefully on stream if I can. I think it comes out Friday. We should be able to do a stream there, so make sure you're staying around for that one. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Wish you the best of luck. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.